Sunday school queen.
All right.
And big banners. There's actually, have you been into church?
Oh yes, yes.
There's a big, one of the banners is in church.
There is. Is that the front, the one at the front?
Yeah, and
So,
yeah, loads of children carrying flowers and you know, big boards with what department of the Sunday school they were in and things like that.
So I remember it was always during summertime.
Yeah.
And it was always some form of party that was linked to it as well, a celebration that would
That's
happen.
right,
So
yeah.
I remember those. Go through the. Sorry.
You used to have a field day, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, uptown. Like.
They used to go at a, you know, and have a London coffee and have games and little races, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. And we had bread buns with icing on, sticky buns, and cups, big cups of coffee.
Alright.
That's why it was called Bun and Coffee Day.
We don't get those anymore now.
No, we don't get many nice days anymore.
Oh, that's fine. So we use the same format?
Yeah.
Sheila, is that okay?
Yeah, so what do you want me to say?
So, I mean, if you start off with
your
name, where you come from, and just start talking about any memories that you have of the church, the earliest memories growing up.
You can ask me questions that might spot me.
No, that's fine. That's fine, yeah.
My name's Sheila Carr, and I come from Burnley. I've always lived in Burnley, apart from a short while. Right, and when I say I was born into Sion Church, my parents had always attended Sion Church. Well, my dad anyway, from when he was a young man. And when I was born, I was a baby here and grew up through the Sunday school. Into a teenager and on beyond that. Right, start asking.
No, that's fine. And was that at the old building?
It was in the old building, yeah.
Are there any early memories that you may have of the old building or what it looked like?
I remember when I was a child, it was wonderful. We used to love it. Big old building, loads and loads of rooms, and in the Sunday school part particularly, there was like a sort of basement, and where there were big rooms, various rooms that we used for all sorts of purposes, Sunday school parties and things. Then upstairs was a big hall with a stage, and beyond that there ran a balcony all the way around with lots of tiny little rooms with all sorts of interesting things piled in them, and I can remember running around all the rooms when I was a child and playing hide and seek and things like that, and it was all very exciting.
So they were actually large buildings? Very
large buildings, yeah.
Right. And do you remember the church and the Sunday school, because obviously two separate buildings?
That's right, yeah. Well, that I've just described was the Sunday school side, and across the road was the church side, which was, maybe looking back upon it now, it seemed big at the time. Well, I think I was maybe about, I don't know, I can't remember, I'll have to work it out with the date.
No, that's
maybe
fine.
I was about 16, 17 when we moved to here.
The new church.
Do you know about baptism?
No, you can.
Has anybody told you about baptism?
I've learnt a bit. Andy gave the tour of the church and he gave us some information on it. Yeah.
Right, well, in the old days, very old churches had what they call a baptistry, but it was usually covered up. Not for any reason to hide it, but to make the space more useful. And right at the front of this building, I could probably show you on there was a picture of something similar, but the baptistry wasn't.
Is that of the old church?
The old one. Here we go. This, right down at the bottom here, it was in 3 layers, and right down at the bottom here, all covered in wooden floorboards and then a carpet. There was a very big. Have you seen ours?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it was very similar to ours, but white tiled. But all covered up when there weren't any baptisms taking place, and when on the day before a baptism, other people came down and got it all ready and opened up the
Warmed it up.
and warmed up, yeah, filled it with water and warmed it up.
So it's similar to how it is now. It was like a ceremony.
Yeah, that's right, but it's open now, but it
Right.
was sort of, when it wasn't being used, it was covered over.
Right.
Yeah. I wasn't baptised there, I was baptised here, in the new one,
church, right.
when I think I was maybe 17 or 18, I can't quite remember, and I can't find the certificate.
No, that's fine.
But the old church was beautiful. It was all beautiful wood, and there were all pews going right back. It was quite exciting as a child because some of the pews right at the back were all enclosed, and they had big wooden doors on them. And I think before my time they belonged to specific families, didn't
They
they?
were enclosed at the sides.
Yeah.
Clear at the front,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So each pew was allocated to a certain family?
They did do
I
it
think originally, years and years ago, before our time, wasn't it, Clifford?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, where was the old church allocated? Because I'm still trying to navigate roughly where.
Roughly where the roundabout is now, the big roundabout.
The big round, that's
up
where
there.
actually the church was.
Yeah.
So now I can understand why they reallocated.
Yeah. It's everything that was round there had to come down.
So the roads which are existing at the moment, there now, going up to Manchester, they weren't in existence then?
No.
There
The
wasn't?
only one that is
Well,
still in existence is the one that goes up through under the
So
canal bridge.
Townley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the cave is now was at the back of the church. You know, the church, the cave was built before the church was pulled down. It was really at the back of the church.
So the Kirby Hotel was built before the new St Baptist Church.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. That's right.
I mean, what are your earliest memories moving into the new church here?
Well, to be honest, I felt quite sad moving out of those buildings, but on the other hand, it was all new and exciting.
I guess, did you feel that it was a new experience? Or did it change anything in what you did coming to the church? Was there a new format that you probably used, or you decided to start new things? Or
I don't think so. I think we pretty much carried on. Do you think, Clifford, doing normal things?
I mean, all these rooms, they were, rather than name them after the departments in the Sunday school, they named them after different religious persons, like they all got like John Bunyan, and I can't remember all the others. But
there's Mary Slessor.
Rather, we used to have a primary department in Sunday school, a beginners department, intermediate,
juniors, seniors,
and they each had, when they went into the new building, they'd have a room for each. But they didn't name them after the department because they could shuffle them around then. If they did, the room wasn't big enough and you could swap them, rather than name them after the department, they named them after religious leaders.
Because part of the history of the church, as I understand it, is that the Sunday school used to be massive. That's why there was that huge building that she was describing.
When we used to teach together in Sunday school, didn't we?
That was in this new,
and
in the
there were
new.
about 40 in that one department. But at one time there was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There'd be well over, and